Andy, Anna, what's our plan for tomorrow?
Tomorrow is Mom's birthday. Well, a cake is indispensable on a birthday, Dad. Don't you think so, Andy?
Yeah, sure. You're right, Anna.
Alright, then I suggest we make a birthday cake together. I bet your mom's gonna love it. What do you think?
Perfect plan. I am so ready to bake the best birthday cake ever.
But do you even know how to bake a birthday cake?
No. But that's not important. We could try. There are a lot of recipes on the internet. We just need to follow it strictly step by step. Don't you think so, Dad?
Anna's right. We could do anything we wanted. Let's do it together. Now let's take a look at the recipe and prepare every ingredient to bake a chocolate cake.
20 grams melted unsalted butter and 10 grams fresh milk without sugar. We have some in the fridge. Let me go get it.
Great, Anna.
Dad, here's the milk and butter. Well, according to the recipe, we need 20 grams of butter and 10 grams of milk. So the ratio of the amount of milk to the amount of butter is 10 to 20, or 1 to 2, if we simplify it by dividing both numbers by 10.
Wow, impressive, Anna. You know about ratios, huh?
Yeah, of course, Dad. A ratio is a comparison between two or more numbers.
Great. By the way, the ratio here can also be expressed as a fraction. Look, the amount of milk over the amount of butter is 1/2.
Oh, I see. The numerator of the fraction refers to the first quantity of the ratio, and the denominator refers to the second quantity of the ratio. It's kinda simple.
Exactly, Anna. Well, look at the fraction 1/2. We could say that the amount of milk is 1/2 the amount of butter.
Ooh, I got it. But Dad, what if I reverse the amount of milk and the amount of butter like this? In this case, we say that the amount of butter is 2/1 the amount of milk, huh, Dad?
Yeah, and as you can see, 2/1 is 2. So we could also say that the amount of butter is 2 times the amount of milk. It means that we can use ratios and fractions to show that one quantity is a multiple of another, which is the amount of milk and butter in this case.
I got it, Dad. Now let's check all the powders for this cake. We need 25 grams all-purpose flour, 20 grams cornstarch, and 15 grams pure cocoa powder. Ooh, 3 ingredients. Dad, let me show you how I make ratios and fractions for them. Well, here is 25 grams all-purpose flour, 20 grams cornstarch, and 15 grams cocoa powder. First of all, the ratio of the all-purpose flour's amount to the cornstarch's amount and to the cocoa powder's amount is 25 to 20 to 15, or 5 to 4 to 3, if we simplify it by dividing all numbers by 5. From this ratio, we could say that the amount of all-purpose flour is 5/4 the amount of cornstarch. The amount of cocoa powder is 3/4 the amount of cornstarch. And the amount of all-purpose flour is 5/3 the amount of cocoa powder.
Yeah, everything is just the same as a ratio of 2 quantities. Besides comparing quantities together, we could also express the number of each quantity as a fraction of the total amount of all quantities.
What should we do to find it, Dad?
It's pretty simple. First of all, you find the total amount of all 3 ingredients here, which is 5 plus 4 plus 3 is equal to 12. So the amount of all-purpose flour is 5/12 of the total amount. The amount of cornstarch is 4/12 of the total amount. And of course the amount of cocoa powder is 3/12 of the total amount.
Daddy, seems like you forget one thing.
Really? What's that?
We should simplify the fractions, Dad. So the amount of cornstarch is 1/3 of the total amount. And the amount of cocoa powder is 1/4 of the total amount.
That's right. Good job, Andy.
Wow, what a great lesson about ratio and fraction. Thanks, Daddy and Andy. But I guess we should get back on our mission, which is to bake the chocolate cake. We don't have much time now.
Yeah, you're right, let's measure all the ingredients now.
Before we start, let me say some words with my buddies here. Guys, we've just learned about ratio and fractions. The ratio can be expressed as a fraction. For example, 1 to 4 is the same as 1 over 4, or 1/4. The numerator of the fraction refers to the first quantity of the ratio, and the denominator refers to the second quantity of the ratio. We can use ratios and fractions to show that one quantity is a multiple of another. We could also express the number of each quantity as a fraction of the total number or amount. Oh, and one more thing, we could draw a model to represent all the quantities. That way we could see the relationship between them more clearly, which could help us solve many related problems. Well, it's the end of our lesson. See you in our next lesson. Bye.